You know, I've been playing video games for a long time. I can't honestly remember the first game I ever played. It might have been Sonic on the Sega Master System. It's certainly been a long time though. Ever since those days of playing Pinball and Minesweeper on my mum's first PC, I've played a lot of games. From classics like GoldenEye, Star Fox and Mario Kart 64, lesser known games like the Battle Stations titles, not to mention some of the big budget first person shooters like Call of Duty World at War and Battlefield 1, and numerous racing games like the F1 games from Codemasters, and numerous Need for Speed titles. Lately though, I've been playing a lot of this game, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I have to admit here that it's probably, well, not probably, it is one of my favourite video games of all time. So much love, so much care and attention went into this game. It's not without its issues, but I'd say that this game is damn near close to perfect, at least for me. But this is not going to be a review of Horizon Zero Dawn. Instead, this is going to be talking about something different. You see, the developers of these games, they put so much love and care into these games, but sometimes things slip through the cracks. Horizon Zero Dawn is not without its glitches, and well, I can't name many off the top of my head, but there is one that is actually relevant to this video. But we'll get to that a bit later on. It was back in 2007, or 2008, or 2009, that sort of time period, when I discovered a type of glitch that is typically known as out of bounds, out of map, boundary breaking, where you go to places in the game that you really shouldn't be. Because the developers, they only model what they want you to see. This was back when I was a massive Need for Speed nut, and I watched this guy called Delano609, and he showed me this glitch that you're seeing now. The one small spot in the city of Rockport, where under the right circumstances, you can glitch through a wall, and then go exploring out in the middle of nowhere, really. And if you keep exploring, you can find an area that will allow you almost unparalleled free roaming ability. At the same time, I learned of a much less convoluted method in Need for Speed Carbon 2, where you reset inside a bus shelter and then wait for a roaming racer to come along so you can, well, glitch out of the map. It's this Carbon method that is really actually very interesting, because the way Carbon works is that not everything that you can drive on is involved in the normal game world. There's a separate area called San Juan, and there are numerous canyon tracks that are inaccessible unless you're playing certain race events. However, using this out-of-map glitch allows you to go to those places. Delano was able to create a map of where the canyons were in relation to the game world. This is one of the few examples of a game where you can create a map of the out-of-bounds area. In fact, I can't really think of any other game outside of Need for Speed Carbon that you can do that. Well, actually there is one, and I've already mentioned it. And that game is Horizon Zero Dawn. Until August 7th, 2020, this game was a PlayStation 4 exclusive. But with the announcement of Horizon Forbidden West, Sony decided to try and get as many people to buy a PlayStation 5 as possible. and made Horizon Zero Dawn available on the PC. Because this game launched on the PlayStation, there's no such thing as a console command. You can't just type in noclip and go anywhere, and you can't just go into some game file and change a 1 to a 0 to turn off invisible walls that stop you from going outside the map borders. Not that that's how Zero Dawn works anyway. Now, you may have noticed that despite being outside of the main gameplay area, there's still a lot of stuff going on outside of the map. There's still terrain, there's trees. I've seen some people say that it's all just randomly generated, but I think the only things that are really randomly generated are the numerous plant pickups like a Ridgewood, fire kiln root, and also wildlife like boars and turkeys. Those things generally spawn around Aloy, but there are no machines, there's no NPCs out here. It's fairly barren as far as machines go. I've read that there was originally going to be a lot more to Horizon's game world, and seeing all of this rich environment just locked off behind this black void, this black zone, it does give me that feeling that, yeah, the map of Zero Dawn was originally going to be a lot bigger. Yet at the same time, there's things you can find in the Black Zone that it kind of smashes that assumption. I don't have my own footage of it, but there is a dev test area where you could presumably spawn all the different types of machines and NPCs to test your weapons against, and various other balancing things you could do there, I suppose. The fact is, though, there is a great deal of stuff out there, and I want to map all of it. It would certainly take a while, because it is extensive. It literally took me half an hour to go from that aforementioned dev test area to as far north as I could go. This map is huge in the Black Zone. It is just astonishing how much map there is outside of the normal play area. And you wouldn't believe what is in the Black Zone, what is locked behind the wall that is the map border. There are at least 2 places that, until just a week ago, I thought only existed in cutscenes. I thought you could never go there because they didn't exist. But no, they do exist. They are literally in the game world. You just can't access them under normal circumstances. So consider this a declaration of intent. I am going to go beyond the Black Zone and do my best to create a great big map. And try and stop me. So here is the map template I'm going to be using. I'll enlarge it as necessary because I know that this doesn't cover enough of the world. It's gonna be quite a task, but it's one I'm willing to undertake. Until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Good night.